Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're peeling back the layers on a book that has truly resonated with millions and sparked countless aha moments about purpose and meaning. Simon Sinek's Find Your Why.
hmm
If you've encountered his groundbreaking work, Start With Why, you know the power of leading with purpose. But this deep dive isn't just about understanding the philosophy. It's about rolling up our sleeves and exploring the profoundly practical guide for uncovering that elusive why in your own life.
And what's truly fascinating here is how Find Your Why really serves as the direct, tangible answer to that widespread question Sinek got after Start With Why captured so much attention.
Right.
People understood the power of the why, but then they immediately ask, okay, but how do I find mine? This book is basically that how-to manual.
Exactly.
So our mission today is to, distill its core message, challenge the myths about purpose, uncover its maybe surprisingly urgent relevance today, especially with AI, and arm you with the absolute must-know takeaways.
So if you've ever found yourself sort of ticking all the boxes, achieving those external markers of success, yet still feeling that quiet, persistent whisper that something fundamental is missing, that misalignment between what you do and who you are, then this deep dive is precisely for you. Let's get into it. So when Simon Sinek actually wrote Find Your Why, what deeper problem was he truly observing? What was that silent discontent he was trying to address?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, Sinek recognized this pervasive, almost epidemic sense of unfulfillment. It wasn't just about people lacking direction in careers.
Right.
It was a deeper sort of spiritual ache. After Start With Why took off, he saw that while leaders, organizations, they intellectually grasped purpose-driven action,
Yeah.
individuals were still struggling a profound sense of emptiness, even when they looked successful on the outside. They were, mistaking movement for direction, activity for meaning. He wanted to give people a tangible path to bridge that gap between actions and their deepest sense of self.
That really reframes the whole quest for purpose, doesn't it? It shifts it from like an external chase to an internal excavation.
Exactly.
Not finding a new place to go, but rediscovering your true north.
Precisely. The underlying message is quite profound in its simplicity, really. Your why isn't some aspirational goal you just create from scratch or some objective you chase. It's a thread that's already intricately woven through the tapestry of your life experiences. It's about uncovering who you've always been, at your most authentic, most alive moments. As the book puts it so beautifully, the WHY is the sum total of our life's experiences that everything we say and do is proof of it.
Wow.
It's a core identity that's been present all along, just waiting to be illuminated.
So if this why is already inside us, just waiting, like you said, to be eliminated, what's the map or the compass Sinek provides?
Yeah.
How does he help us truly feel our way to that why statement rather than just, thinking about it?
Yeah, the book is remarkably practical. It's almost like a guided workshop you can do on your own or with a partner. And it diverges pretty significantly from typical self-help because it insists you bypass those abstract self-assessments or strengths tests.
Okay.
Instead, it guides you to dive deep into your own stories, specific moments from your past where you felt a profound sense of maybe joy, fulfillment, or impact. It offers two distinct paths. One for individual discovery, another for teams or whole organizations.
Right.
And the method involves identifying these significant stories, then meticulously looking for recurring themes, patterns within them. The culmination is crafting your why statement, using that memorable, deceptively simple formula to contributions to that impact.
Like Simon Sinek's own why statement, to inspire people to do what inspires them so that together we can change the world.
Exactly.
That formula, it seems simple, but it forces a kind of clarity that's often missing in those vague mission statements. It grounds purpose in a real act and a clear impact.
And what's particularly resonant about this approach is its unwavering emphasis on emotion. That's the true guide. Sinek repeatedly stresses, feelings are the clues that lead us to our WHY. It's not about analyzing what happened in a story, but identifying how you felt.
How you felt.
Or when you felt most authentic, most energized, most you. Those emotional echoes become your compass. So for instance, you might recall a time helping someone succeed and realize the feeling was like empowering others.
Got it.
That emotional resonance is what truly unearths your why. It makes it deeply personal and motivating.
This is where it gets really interesting for me because the book isn't just a gentle nudge, is it? It actively challenges, maybe even dismantles, some really ingrained cultural myths we have about purpose and success, things many of us just implicitly believe. What are some of those myths it really pushes back against?
Yeah, this raises a crucial question about the often misguided paths we take, right, in our search for meaning. Sinek takes a sharp scalpel to several myths that can actually hold us back. So, first, there's myth one. Purpose is something you have to create from scratch, like a goal you set for the future.
Right, that's so common. We're always told to set goals.
Exactly. And Sinek flat out debunks this. He asserts your why is discovered in your past. It's not inventing a new identity or manifesting some future self. It's about excavating, understanding the person you've always been at your core. The book says your W8Y is already inside you. You just have to uncover it. Think of it like an archaeological dig, not an architectural blueprint.
It's such a counterintuitive idea for so many of us, constantly told to manifest your future, design your ideal life. How does that shift in mindset from creation to discovery? How does that practically change someone's approach? It feels like it removes a huge burden.
It really does. It takes off the pressure to engineer something perfect. Instead, it invites curiosity, acceptance. If your why is discovered, it means you can trust your past experiences as clues. It reduces that fear of getting it wrong, encourages reflection over just, forcing ideas.
Makes sense.
Then there's myth two. Your purpose is your passion. Another huge one, especially with all the follow your passion advice out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sinek clarifies that passion is often fleeting. It can ignite quickly but then fade when things get tough or conditions change.
Right.
Purpose, though, is consistent. It's enduring, a constant underlying drive. He says, passion comes and goes, but your WHY is who you are at your core. It's about a deeper, more constant motivation than just being excited about something specific.
So passion might be the fuel for a certain project, but purpose is the engine, your core drive that stays the same no matter the project. That's a subtle but really significant distinction.
Precisely. And it continues with myth three. Your WI should be about what you want to achieve or what you get from life. This is a fundamental reframe for many. Sinek argues your why isn't about personal success, fame, accumulating wealth. It's profoundly about service, contribution to others. Your WY must be about what you give, not what you get. It totally flips the script, refocusing purpose around the impact you have on the world, how you lift others up.
So it's not about how you feel about yourself, but how you make others feel. That's a truly outward-facing purpose, moving beyond the ego, really.
Absolutely. And then there's myth four. You can find your purpose by thinking hard enough or logically analyzing your way to it.
Guilty as charged sometimes.
Yeah, well, the book's core method debunks this. Purpose isn't found in spreadsheets, SWOT analyses, or just deep intellectual dives. It's found in emotion and story. Remember, stories reveal emotion. Emotion reveals values. Values reveal your WHY.
Right.
You can't intellectualize your way there. You have to feel your way, letting emotions guide you to those underlying values.
Okay.
And finally, maybe a quietly radical one. Myth 5. You can find your WHY alone.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, Sinek emphatically debunks this. He asserts that true self-discovery, especially for something as profound as your why, it needs witnessing. We can't find our WHY alone. We need others to help us see ourselves clearly. This is radical because it reframes self-discovery as relational.
Wow.
It highlights the critical importance of an empathetic listener, a trusted partner who hears your stories, sees patterns you miss, reflects your essence back to you. They act like a mirror.
So it's not about designing some grand future or hitting a huge milestone, but remembering who you've always been,
Yeah.
rooted in service, connection, often found in those quieter moments that really moved you.
Exactly.
And you need a partner in that remembering. That's a profound reframe, moving from solitary ambition to collaborative alignment.
Yeah.
So in a world that feels like it's changing faster than ever, I mean, especially with AI reshaping everything from jobs to how we interact, how we create, why does Find Your Why still matter? Or maybe why is it even more urgent today than when it first came out?
Yeah, that's a great question. If we connect this to the bigger picture, Sinek really positions this book as a kind of life anchor in what feels like an increasingly fragmented, fast-scrolling, often overwhelming world. Its ideas aren't just relevant, they feel critically urgent because of several modern pressures we're all feeling.
Like what?
Well, consider the pervasive epidemic of meaninglessness. Burnout is rampant, right? People constantly chasing the next promotion, the next shiny object. And success is often measured just by external stuff like salary or social media followers. Sinek argues fulfillment is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Without a clear why, we risk becoming these highly efficient machines doing profoundly meaningless work. We're busy, sure, but not truly fulfilled.
Right.
This book helps you reconnect with what genuinely fuels you, beyond just that external validation.
That's a powerful observation. It's not just about what you do for a living, but what you live for.
Yeah,
And that leads right into maybe the most pressing modern challenge: AI, automation, and the future of work.
absolutely. As AI continues to take over more and more of the what we do, sophisticated analysis, content creation, even some strategy,
Yeah, it's happening fast.
it is, Sinek emphasizes that when the what becomes replaceable, the why becomes irreplaceable. AI can perform tasks incredibly well, fast, accurately, but it cannot bring belief, passion, or purpose to the work. It can't connect emotionally with others in the same way. Your why becomes your unique, irrefutable human value proposition in a world where tasks are getting automated. So, for example, if your what's was writing marketing copy and now AI does that,
Right.
your why might be to connect people to ideas so they feel understood. That why lets you pivot, maybe curate AI content, develop strategy, teach, because your core purpose isn't tied to a specific tool, but to that deeper human impact.
That's such a powerful point.
Yeah.
If the machines can do the what, then our why becomes our true superpower. It defines our unique human contribution, our resilience in the face of all this change.
Precisely. And this also extends to the growing mental health crisis many are facing globally. Purpose isn't just, a leadership concept or a career hack. It's genuinely therapeutic.
How so?
Sinek observes, when we live in alignment with our WHY, even the hard days are meaningful. It provides resilience, perspective. It makes suffering more bearable because it's framed within a larger context of meaning or service.
Ah, like an internal anchor.
Exactly, an internal anchor in stormy seas. And finally, think about Gen Z and the rise of purpose-driven living.
Yeah, that's definitely a trend.
The newer generations entering the workforce. They are actively demanding purpose and value alignment from their work, from the brands they engage with. They're not just asking, what should I do, but why should I do anything at all?
Right.
Sinek's framework gives a tangible structure, a language, for this widespread search for meaning. It offers a roadmap for navigating a world that often prioritizes speed and external achievement over genuine fulfillment.
So in a world just drowning in noise, not enough signal, this book helps you tune into the frequency that truly rings true for you. It's like carrying a candle through the fog, helping you navigate not just your career, but your whole life with clarity and that sense of enduring purpose. Okay, after this deep dive into Simon Sinek's intent, the really practical process he lays out, and its incredible, almost prophetic relevance today, what are the top 5 insights you hope our listener really internalizes from Find Your Why? What are those core truths that should stick with them?
Yeah, these are the core truths that I think can profoundly shift your perspective and really guide your path. First, and foundational, your WHY is already inside you. It's not created, it's uncovered. This is probably the most liberating insight. It means you don't need to invent some new persona or strive to be someone you're not. You're on a journey of remembrance. Remember, we don't invent our WHY. It's the sum total of our life's experiences,
Right.
recognizing that consistent thread that's always been there.
Okay, number 1, uncover, don't create. Got it.
Second, purpose is about contribution, not accomplishment. This counters so much of what society tells us, right? Your why isn't about your personal accolades, your title, your bank account. It's about how you make others feel, the positive impact you have on the lives around you. It's an outward-facing desire to serve.
Contribution over accomplishment. Makes sense.
Third, stories reveal emotion. Emotion reveals values. Values reveal your WHY. Don't look for peak achievements or resume highlights. Look for the meaning, the profound feelings in your goosebump stories.
Goosebump stories. I like that.
Yeah. Those moments, big or small, that stirred you deeply, where you felt most alive, those emotional cues are your true compass. The story of helping a friend understand something complex might reveal a why rooted in empowering others to gain clarity.
Feel those stories.
Okay.
What's fourth?
Fourth, you cannot find your WHY alone. This is critical, especially in our fiercely independent culture. The book emphasizes that while the why is personal, discovering it is relational.
Right, the witness.
Exactly. You need a witness, someone who listens empathetically, helps surface patterns you might miss, reflects your true essence back to you. That partnership helps you see yourself clearly, through a different lens.
Don't go it alone.
Yeah.
Crucial. And fifth.
And fifth, knowing your WHY changes how you live every day. It's not just some philosophical concept you think about now and then.
Right.
It's a daily decision-making compass. It brings immense fulfillment when you live in alignment with it. It guides career choices, relationships, personal projects, even how you handle challenges, like Sinek points out. When we live in alignment with our WHY, even the hard days are meaningful. It transforms just existing into a life lived with profound purpose.
That's incredibly powerful. It really distills the core of this deep dive
Yeah.
into actionable, memorable insights. It feels like it can fundamentally transform how someone approaches not just work, but their whole life, moving from seeking external validation to cultivating internal resonance. So this deep dive has shown us that Find Your Why is less a book to just read and more a guide to actually do. It encourages us to pause, feel, tell our truth to a trusted partner, and then move forward with alignment. Not just that relentless ambition or endless chase. It's a quiet, profound ritual of self-discovery.
And this raises an important question for you, the listener. What stories from your own life, big or small, are whispering clues to your deepest purpose right now? What are those moments where you felt most alive, most authentically you, really resonant with something bigger than yourself? Maybe revisiting those memories with a curious mind and sharing them with an empathetic listener. That could be your next step.
And perhaps the most provocative thought that we'd like to leave you with, especially in our hyper-connected, validation-seeking world, is this. Your WHY doesn't need to go viral. It just needs to be true. And that quiet truth lived authentically day by day. That can be the most revolutionary act of all. We encourage you to take this thought and explore it on your own.